Welcome to my channel, Magic Wand, and welcome back if you happen to be returning. Today I felt called to provide a message for you from a deck of your choice. And with that, I have 3 different decks here with little charms to help you choose. So the first deck is a little coffee cup with a little black cat inside it. The second deck has this little white cat charm with pretty flowers on it. And the third deck has a little tuxedo cat. So take a moment to choose your deck, which one you'd like, the little cat in a coffee cup or the flower cat or the tuxedo cat. Make your choice and I will go ahead and shuffle. And as I usually say while I'm shuffling, please consider this to be a timeless message for you for whichever deck you choose today. And also, please use your intuition to discern if the message that comes through today does have significance for you at this point in your life. And I will go ahead and start with this deck, and I'll put these aside while I shuffle. For the first deck. Okay, and as I shuffle, I will be asking Spirit to guide my hand for your message. Okay, so this is the little black cat in the mug, in the coffee mug. All right, so Spirit, what message do we have for the choice of the little black cat in the coffee mug today? Can I have a message, please, for whoever chose this deck? For whoever chose this deck, what message do you have for them today? Okay, so let's see if a card does want to jump out, or if I can just see of a potential card that wants to jump out. Spirit, can I have a message, please? Okay, I think this card. Oh, we have a message from Azrael with the keyword of transcendence, and the message on the card reads, "You wouldn't be who you are without what you have overcome. Own your story." Okay, beautiful message. And I will go ahead and read from the guidebook to help elaborate on this message. And this, by the way, this deck is from Kyle Gray's The 22 Archangels Oracle, and I will read from the guidebook for Azrael. All right, and so Azrael's name means helped by God. He's the archangel who guides us through the process of transition. His energy is like that of the phoenix, and he helps us rise from the ashes of our challenges to be reborn and renewed. Azrael can also help lead souls of the departed to heaven, and for that reason is known to have a powerful connection with anyone who has the gift of mediumship. He can be called upon by anyone who needs support in moving gracefully through times of change. And when Azrael appears, his message for you is that you're going through some changes right now and you may not be enjoying them. But please be assured that you're being led to your highest good. Change is a natural process, and we're constantly moving through different levels of development and experience so we can grow. You may be faced with fear and uncertainty, not knowing what the next stage is, but there are plenty of doors opening and opportunities being presented to you. Trust in yourself and your higher power. In order for you to come into alignment with this stage of your journey, it's important to take some time to reflect upon the challenges you've surmounted. Not everything on your journey has been favorable, but you wouldn't be who you are today without the lessons you've learned. Realize that you have an incredible resilience that helps you tap into the infinite potential you hold within. Okay, so that was your message for deck 1, for the first deck, and the little coffee cup cat. All right, so next we will move to the second deck, which was the little white cat with the flowers on it. And I will go ahead and ask Spirit to please guide my hand for your message today. Can Can I have a message, please, for those who chose this deck? What message do you have for those who felt called to choose this deck today for their message? Can I have a card, please? Okay, and I'll ask Spirit to guide my hand to pick the card. And I think it will be this one. Ah, interesting. Very powerful message for you regarding every word has power. And it reads, education, power of persuasion, communication, and internal dialogue. Beautiful. And this deck comes to you from The Guides of the Hidden Realms Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And I will go ahead and read this from the guidebook and elaborate on this message for you. The key concepts for you to focus on from this message include the influence of words, education, power of persuasion, how we communicate information, affirming self-talk, being mindful of internal dialogue. And the message reads, words provide a meaningful container for our thoughts, intentions, and overall energy. Every word we say, whether aloud or silently, resonates with an influential frequency, sending out a signal that connects with its counterpart in the material world. How we communicate is reflected by the infinite intelligence within the surrounding field of energy and the people who are influenced or impacted by what we say. Right now, you have a lot of power, and your words will either support someone or catapult them into chaos. Be mindful in how you approach others and be as neutral as possible. You're not responsible for others' triggers, but use discernment and compassion as you communicate. Even when setting boundaries, kind and respectful words have the most power. Diplomacy and tact go a long way when so many are feeling vulnerable. Be clear about what you're saying and ask for clarity from others. In every word, there is either a sword or a magic wand. Choose the wand. Okay, so that was your message. And now we will move on to the third deck. And this is the last deck with the little tuxedo cat. And I will go ahead and shuffle for a card for you and a message for you at this point in time. And I'll go ahead and ask Spirit to please guide my hand for a message for you. Can I have a message, please, for whoever chose this deck? What message do we have today for those who chose this deck and the little tuxedo cat? And I'll ask Spirit to guide my hand to choose a card for you since none are jumping out at the moment. Please guide my hand in choosing the message for whoever may be viewing today. And the message for you is, you will manifest what you need. Excellent. Okay. So it reads, express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. Isn't that wonderful? Here's a package from Archangel Michael from the angelic realm to you. Your town, planet Earth. Priority, handle with care. Ooh, wonderful. Okay, so I will go ahead and read from Bradley Valentine's The Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle, which is what this card is from. Archangel Michael knows you have big plans and amazing goals. He knows it might seem like there's just no way you can make it all work out, but that's not true. Your guardian angels and Archangel Michael are actively working to bring you all the resources necessary to move forward with your magical life purpose. They're arranging for you to meet all the right people, to find the physical space you may be in search of, and to provide for any financial needs during this time. They're also working to make sure you have the emotional and spiritual support of friends, family, and new people who come into your life because of your life purpose. Have faith and keep moving. Everything you need is coming to you. Remember, gratitude fuels the universe. Fill your spiritual tank with thankfulness each day, and you will go far. Okay, so that was your message if you chose the third and final deck. And these messages came to you from Kyle Gray's The 22 Archangels Oracle deck. Colette Barron reads Guides of the Hidden Realms. And Bradley Valentine's The Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle. I hope you enjoyed today's messages, and if you did, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel, Magic Wand. Thank you so much for participating today. Take care and have a great day. Bye for now.